Hey everybody, John from Blair Air here. I'm trying to do a little filming today out at the park. So, a tale of two bags, you might say. In this corner, we have the Evo Lite Plus from Autel. That's a set of filters you see inside the case there that came with the premium combo, 3 batteries, blah blah blah. Pretty good. We have a DJI. Mavic is the hint that that's not a Mini in there, unless it was Mini 1. Also, this little handle on the side gives it away. So it's either an Air or an Air 2S, and it's the latter of that choices. Anyway, gonna get these two guys out of the bag, and let's take a look. Alright, looking into the bags here. So we got the Lite Plus. This has a current iteration of this camera that I had on the Evo 2 Pro. They've reworked a little bit, but it's basically the same camera. It has a really nice lens on it. That's its claim to fame. Got 2 batteries there, one in the drone that it came with, and one extra that I bought because I like to have 4 batteries. And the Autel controller that looks like an Xbox controller. This thing actually has good signal. It's the first Autel I've had that does. The V2 Evo was a bust. Even having the Alien Tech Duo 2 powered antenna on there, I got good range, but the video didn't keep up, so it didn't count. If you get out a couple miles but your video's gone, what's the point of having control? So yeah, that wasn't great, and that's the main reason I parted with it. This guy has terrific signal. Don't like that controller. I'm not a fan. Okay, up here we have the classic, one and only, well, I guess an upgrade to the Air 2, and so it's just about the most insect-like and ugly drone that DJI ever made. And who likes that face? But only a mother could like that face. Anyway, it flies like a dream. It's got everything going for it except a variable aperture, which would make it absolutely insanely good in a package this size to have a 1-inch sensor and all these goodies, and pretty good flight control. It's definitely steadier in the air and the wind than the Mini 3 is. So here you go. You got 2 competitors. And let's see how they fly and make some comparisons here. We'll see that in just a minute. Okay, so we've got the Air 2S ready to go. I'm flying with the RCN1. I have the RC and I have the RC Pro. The RC I don't like to fly with it because the range is like, meh, it's okay, but it's a little bit less. The RC Pro I'd fly it with in a heartbeat, but it's just coming back from repair. Second main board, or the core board they're calling it, they've replaced. The first one because of a defect, second one they're saying because of damage inside the RC Pro. That's just another story altogether for a different day. It's coming back, it's fixed, I'll have it next Wednesday. Alright, let's get these in the air. Alright, so there we are, Air 2S on the pad, ready for takeoff, waiting for clearance from the tower. We have clearance from the tower. Alright, so we're going to take that up and we'll see if we can get some shots of it. We can do tracking with this. I'm going to get a little fancy here. Let's do object tracking. Let's select the drone. See if it wants to follow it. Try this again. I'll turn this on. Object. Go boop boop. It's got it. So if I move in this way, nah, not happening. Try one more time. Fly a little bit. So weird. Hitting the stick left and right, and the drone's going up and down. Want to guess why? Anybody? I'll tell you why. First, let me turn this tracking off here. The reason that it's doing that is because of object avoidance. So let's see what happens here. Yep, set the bypass. So if I set it to brake, now I push it to the left, it's fine. Left and right is fine. If I put this thing in bypass mode, try and fly it to the left, watch. Goes up. That'll shock you. If you are a new pilot and you've got this thing set up this way, bypass mode like that, and you take the stick and you push it to the left. Watch what the drone does. I'm going to puch the stick to the left. That doesn't look left. I looked up. Interesting. Anyway, thought I'd point that out. Alright, let's go flying. Just gonna check out a launch and a precision landing here, so let's get the launch. Alright, so we got our home point. Gonna go up. Get ourselves 7 meters. Go across the field a little bit here. Alright, let's bring them back. Now in this case, you'll stay at this altitude. I only flew them out about 25 feet. Let's see what kind of landing we get here. We should get a pretty good precision landing. This is definitely not something it has trouble with. Wind is kicking up right about now. Might be enough to stuff the landing a little bit, but I think we'll be alright. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just want to show you this. So, check this out. Yeah. You're not going to get much better than that. Let's see how the Autel does in the same test. Alright, so in my other hand, we have the Autel Evo Lite Plus. Quite a beautiful drone. I love this thing. It has carbon fiber arms, as you can see in the light there, and which is a pretty fancy feature. It's not as exotic as it was at one time. But in this hand, I have the controller that I'm not fond of, and I'll tell you why. It only lasts a little over 3 batteries in the drone. I have 4, so I have to put a power bank on it. Really? Also, flying with the phone as my display in 2023 I'm not into that. I mean, that was okay at one time. They have 2 smart controllers. They have a V3 7.9 inch, similar to the V2 7.9 inch I had, and they have a 6 point whatever inch SE controller. Not compatible with this. They're talking about compatibility in various places. It's 3 different bands. They're not the right bands, so I'm not believing that until I see it. If they show it, if they do it, I'll be the happiest guy around. I don't see how they're going to do it. Unless they actually use that case, but put a completely different board in there, because that's not going to support the bands that this drone uses. Alright, leaving it at that, I'll get on to the good stuff and fly the drone. Stand by for some Autel Orange Madness. Okay, Autel. So we're ready to go here. We've got 91% battery, we've got good satellite lock, so let's go ahead and try this thing. I'm going to do an auto launch with this just to see what it looks like. I don't do it very much, but let's try that. Go, buddy. Alright. That wasn't bad, considering he took off into a steady breeze from the right, from the front right position as by the drone's view. Anyway, not too bad. And I'm going to fly this one around a little bit. And I'll show you some video, similar video. They're not going to be exact, but similar video of the neighborhood and what the video looks like. You'll get an idea. I'm not trying to do a one-for-one here. I'm just trying to give you some examples. Alright, stand by. Alright, so in fairness, I'm going to give it a second try. I did do the Mavic, the Air 2S. I gave it 2 landings. So I'm going to give the Evo Lite Plus 2 landings as well. See how he does? And it's definitely not correct that it does that. Not sure what drives that, or if they know, or if they're aware of it. There was an issue they had with vibrations on them, and it could be related to that. Now here you go, this is more like what you expect from it. So, little wind moved it at the last moment, but they'll call that basically a good precision landing. Not perfect, but very near it, and we are dealing with some pretty strong winds here. So there you go. 1 out of 2, I guess, ain't bad.